If you're like me, when you think of Zion National Park, your mind probably goes straight to the main canyon, to icons like Angel's Landing and the Narrows in all their glory. But those famous places make up only a small piece of something much bigger. I started to wonder what existed beyond them, what filled the vast, untouched northern 75% of the park. So in this video, I planned a 45-mile backpacking route across the entire park, chasing whatever beauty I could find along the way. From mind-blowing views to quiet, lush green valleys and to the most unforgettable sunsets, this is my journey across Zion's untouched wilderness via the Zion Traverse. The hike begins in Kolob Canyon, the secret entrance that receives only 9% of the total traffic into the park. It's out of sight behind some hills next to the highway, so not many people know it exists. Okay, so we started the Zion Traverse. We started up at Lee Pass Trailhead, just right up there, and working away that way. It's my first time solo, so a little nervous about just, I don't know what I'm capable of. I've never really pushed myself backpacking on mileage, so this will be exciting to see how it turns out. And almost instantly, I was already in awe with how massive these red walls were. Between that and the sharp contrast with the green vegetation, it made for a great start to the hike. Okay, so yeah, initial impressions. All the photos and videos do not do it justice. This place is beautiful. And this is, I think, the most boring day too, which is good news. The trail started bending east and going deeper into the canyon. And I was making quick work of the first day. So I decided to take a pit stop next to the stream, eat a snack, and listen to the water. And then I kept moving further into the canyon.
AI is a big area that we're working on right now.
Yeah.
So data centers are a big part of...
After a short 6-mile hike, I arrived at lower Kolob campsites, and luckily I found a fellow, Will, who offered to let me bunk at his camp. So I took him up on his offer, set up my camp, and then ate my late lunch. And while eating, these plateau lizards sunbaked on the rock I was sitting on. Shortly after my PB&J, I took a short 2-mile walk up the canyon to look at Kolob Arch, the 6th largest natural arch in the world. The arch definitely looked more impressive in person. But now, I need to get back to camp, fill my water, eat some actual dinner, and get some good rest for the long 16-mile day tomorrow. Reflecting on the day, I sat and appreciated being in the shadows of these giant 190 million year old Navajo sandstone cliffs, showing me the last light of the day disappearing behind the canyon walls. And with the sound of the stream next to me, I surely would fall asleep with no problem.
Okay, so I've just started day 2. Today it's about a 15-mile day into Wildcat Canyon. Just left Camp 10, and immediately you're greeted by more elevation than all of what you did yesterday, because yesterday was mostly downhill. I started way at the bottom of those rocks. Yeah, today's gonna be a hard one, but started at 9, so we should have more than enough time to finish this hike. Oh, and it rained last night, which was kind of crazy because it said 0% chance of rain. And here we are, raining. Everything's wet and lush and green. So I made it to Hot Valley. First impressions, this place is fucking amazing, dude. This is like just a lush meadow with red cliff on both sides. And this would be like a perfect camping spot. Especially when that river's actually flowing. Dip your toes in there, that'd be nice.
The stark contrast between the flat valley floor and the steep walls, which did feel a lot bigger in person, felt super unique. This was one of the most peaceful places during the whole trip, and my brain still wants to go back and just spend a day relaxing in the stream.
Also, it just smells like really good. I don't know if it's all these light green bushes here, the sage or something, I don't know. It smells so vibrant because of the rain. It's making me distracted from the pain of this backpack. Okay, so made it to the end of Hop Valley, at least the river crossing part of it. There's probably at least like 10, maybe more river crossings. A couple more miles till like the lunch spot, which is maybe halfway or just before halfway. There's a connector trail. Not really sure what the train's gonna turn into from here. Let's find out.
Not a lot of elevation. It didn't feel like it.
When you told me we had two miles left, we had 3 miles left.
Yeah. My bad.
It's okay.
Also,
I mean, I knew right away. I checked the map.
I'm like, this might be a really fucking hard day.
Where in DC do you live?
Not fun.
Made it to the connector trail, which is just under halfway. That part really kicked my butt. Well, my shoulders hurt so bad, so it's making it really much of a struggle to try and push through. But I don't have a choice, so I have to keep going. This feels like the hardest thing I've ever done. And it's just from the shoulder pain alone. It feels so bad. So I'm just about to enter the Wildcat Canyon dispersed camping area. I'm gonna try to shoot for around 18 miles into it, or 18 miles total for today.
I spent a little while looking around for a good spot, but decided on this one. Shortly after, Will from the first night stumbled upon me looking for one as well, and so we decided to bunk next to each other again.
Identify you as doppelganger Will. Okay, here we are on day 3. Last night camped right before the cutoff for Wildcat Canyon, and then Will, aka Gassy Mac, stumbled upon me, so he camped next to me again. Yeah, and we just came around down. There's 2 springs right after our campsite, filled up water. The next water point is halfway. Yeah, but overall, excited to see the West Rim and all of its glory of the views we get from our campsites. Hopefully they are S tier.
After 9 miles, I reached the start of the West Rim views. I couldn't believe the scale of it. I didn't think anything could top what I was looking at, but not too far from me, the trail had some even more unbelievable backdrops waiting for me. I continued on through some Studio Ghibli type meadows where the grass was doing that anime wavy thing I love. And then filled up some water at a very questionable spring. And just around the corner, the views opened up again. I started running into more backpackers who were also just sitting there and admiring the view. And then, well, against all odds, the views somehow got even better.
Dude. What? Alright, just made it to campsite 3 on the West Rim. Get that view in the distance, which is pretty good. I am very exhausted and my feet hurt so much. I was trying to set up my tent in one of these 3 spots and the ground's too tough and I couldn't get it to stick with the rocks. But yeah, I'm tired. I almost just want to go to bed, but I should probably go get water at the cabin down there. Yeah. Big day.
I wasted no time with dinner because I wanted to sit on the canyon's edge and enjoy the sunset. And boy, did I get a show. I reflected on this journey so far, with how quickly Zion had reshaped itself around me with every mile. I could only appreciate the absolute diversity in landscape, views, and the quiet feeling that I was walking through untamed parts of Zion National Park that very few people ever truly see. This northern side had shown me with even one of the most popular parks in the world that you can find yourself alone and embracing just as incredible views if you go looking hard enough. My last day hiking would be a short day, just 6 miles back to my car. However, I would be descending steep elevation into the main canyon from the opposite direction of where all the tourists and visitors are. And as a bonus, I'd be doing Angel's Landing, which is already a scary hike with a normal sized bag, but this time with a bag half the size of my body. Before descending into the main canyon, I filled up my water at the last spring of the trip, West Rim Spring. I got a lot of funny looks from the size of the bag I was wearing. Or maybe it was the disgust from the smell of 4 days of backpacking BO. But either way, I still made it to the top of Angel's Landing in one piece and alive. And as much as I was happy to see the main canyon and to be one step closer to a nice meal, it left me only appreciating what I had seen on this walk even more. When you go exploring deeper, you build a special connections to these places. I found this true with the Black Canyon, and now I've found it again with Zion. I'll remember the peaceful walk through Hot Valley, the loneliness of Wildcat Canyon, and the grand views of the West Rims way longer than any memory of hiking Angel's Landing or the stroll in the Narrows. So, if you take one thing away, I encourage you, next time you plan to visit one of these places, put a little extra effort into it and go past the surface level of what you think it has. And you'll be rewarded with a deeper connection to these places people just usually come and go to.
2 cans of Monster Energy.
Thank you for watching. I'll be exploring more unseen parts of our national parks and wilderness in the future, so make sure you subscribe and tell me what your favorite part of this trip was in the comments. And as always, I'll catch you on the next adventure.
Oh, that's good.
All right, say bye, Will. Say bye, Will.